In this video, you are going to learn a unique way to create a static content website using Hugo installed on a server. To my knowledge, this has not been done before. We will use the free-for-life CentOS server that we got in a previous video. You may ask why we want to do this. We don't want to use a CMS web server like WordPress. The site is slow and you have hassles with Google search SEO. Static web pages are hellishly fast but come at a cost. We don't want to install website management software on our computer. This solution to these problems has never been done before. We are now going to do two installations. First, I'm going to install Hugo on the server, and after that, I am going to create this site management and create our first website. To make things easy for us, I'm going to put the commands that I'm going to run on the right-hand side and the terminal on the left-hand side. First, we need to switch user as root. So we're going to say sudo su dash. The next, I need to open the folder where we are going to work. So that's in my home directory, and it'll be in your home directory as well. But you want to be root opening your home folder. So let's do that. CD home. And then in this folder, we will create a folder called websites. If you look here, you will see I have that. So we'll create the website folder on your side. I will just say CD website. You would go with mkdir website to create it. I'm going to change to the directory that already exists, and inside there is where you're going to keep your sites. So each site, you see I have DVP as a site. We will now create a new site. So I need to run Hugo, this nano command, to create the Hugo repo file and download the content from that. Open that in your browser. This URL, you open that in your browser. I've already done that, and this is the content. Now my computer recognizes the file already exists, as I have already done the installation, but this is the procedure. After that, you would do a yum update. I've already done the yum update, so there should be nothing to update. Oh, there are a lot of things. I'm not going to do this now, it'll take a while. And then you do the yum install Hugo-y, or you can just manually say yes. Now, I'm not going to run this command because it's already installed. It'll probably prompt me that this is already installed. Yeah, you can see there, it's already installed. In your case, it would install. The next thing, to test the Hugo, we're going to check the version. So we run this command, Hugo version. I hate typing. And that tells me that the Hugo is fine. Now we've installed the Hugo server. Now we want to create our site. We are going to call it My Site, and the management tools to manage your sites. The way I've designed my management tools, you can run them on any site. The most important of my scripts is this one, because when I forget the commands, I can just say help dash and hit the tab. It will list the commands for me so that I can remember them. Now, I've edited this file and made it to illustrate my site that I use for my blog. You're going to create your own site and you're going to edit this file to point to your site. But these are just examples so that you can see how to use it. The DVP, you can put anything you want there. Right. So we're going to create this shell script to create new MD pages. Now the difference between this approach and Hugo creates the page, but then you have to go manually there and edit it. This script will do both. It will create the page and then open it in the editor. This is the command, and you'll see that these commands sit in the user bin folder. User bin edit MD page. So that's the command, and it takes a parameter, the name of the file that you want to create. So you see it's going to call Hugo, and it's going to say Hugo new posts, and then it's going to give it the file. So Hugo will generate that file. And the next command, we're going to edit that file. So in the content folder, there's a post folder. And that's where all the files that we create are generated there. So we can edit them. That's the reason why I use this edit script. Next, we're now going to create a script to publish. I've already got the content there, but let's see. So what this thing does is it runs the Hugo command, Hugo-D. And when you run that command, Hugo has a public folder and it will copy all the content that you have created. It'll put it into that folder. So you can see the next command is to copy the content of this folder. But I use a cp-rf because there may be existing files that are already on the server and you want to force an overwrite. So if you go and edit the same page twice, you want to bring up the changes to the server. So that's what that command does. And then this command here lists your URL. You need to edit this and put your own URL in there when you run this command that you can copy and paste in the browser. Then what you do is you run the edit script, run the publish script, and then you go and say Control F5 on the browser and the pages update. So we've done that. And then lastly, the most important one, so this is just commands for my benefit, and you can edit this. So you're going to put your site name, my site, and my site there, and here, my site. There's two reasons that I display this. Actually, this needs to be echo because I found that it doesn't run. Right, I fixed that. So these are the 3 shell scripts. And with these 3 shell scripts, I simplify the use of Hugo for my purposes. I'm in my website folder, which is what the CD there is. So now I can just say Hugo my site. This is the only time I run a Hugo command. And now if I do a ls minus la, you see now I've got a new site, my site. We use Apache, and Apache uses the var www HTML. That's where it keeps all its pages, all your static content. And we are now going to create a folder, my site. So any content that I publish now will be put into that folder. And then I can open that from the internet. So let's run this command. Now we are done. Now we need to add a theme. I am in the My Site folder, so that's fine. Firstly, we need to do a git init. Then we need to run this command here. I've done that. There's a folder here called site configuration, ls-la. It's this one here, config.toml. And when we run this, we are going to be putting the name of the theme into that file there. So this is how you apply a theme to your website. It's as simple as these 2 commands. And then there's one more thing we need to do before the theme is available. We need to edit that file. I need to put it my content. That goes here. It says the title is my new Hugo site. You can call it whatever you want. My second blog. Oh, I've put that in the... My cursor was in the wrong place. Let's move it there. And that's going to appear on top of every page. My second Hugo blog. And we save it. Control X, Y, Enter. Now we want to add content. So you could run this command. This is the Hugo command. But better, we're going to do it using our MD page, edit MD page. Get to see how this thing works. Just clear this. It's going to create a page and take me there. You see, this is much better. Now, I mentioned earlier that the public folder gets copied to the server when we ran the web publish, but it'll only copy files that are not draft. So you got to say false and then give it some text. Now that I've done that, I now can publish that. So let's first have a look in the var my site folder. ls minus la var dot html my. You see, it's empty. Now we're going to use the web publish. But now we need to pass it the parameter my site. It's now ran the command and published. Now let's go and look there. There's the site. The site is there. Now that we've seen that we've published it, we can also list the pages. So if I run this command, list empty pages, and I give it the site name, it will show me all the pages in that site. So if I tried my other site, you see, you can see all the pages there. So that is site agnostic. You pass the parameter of the site. Now that we've done this, we want to open the browser into the My Site. And there we are. We've now published the site on the internet. If you look below, you will find links to the 2 pages that I used to create this. I'm referring to install Hugo and create the Hugo website. We had to do them in that order. You will find these links below. I trust that you found this unique approach useful, and please give me a like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much.